So, um, episode 53 of Dragon Ball Super is supposed to be coming out today. Technically tomorrow, but it's today because Japan is ahead of America, and you know the drill. And a lot of people have been suspecting that Goku Black and Zamasu, who is the character that will be introduced this episode, are the same person. And I guess they think Zamasu is using Goku's body, the one from the future timeline that Future Trunks comes from, as a way of terrorizing with a familiar face or just something along those lines. I really hope they are separate characters, and I'll explain why. Um, Goku Black is probably my favorite villain since Cell, and he's someone that I really would prefer to just be the villain of this arc as opposed to some random Kai that we don't really know much about. And I might love Zamazu too after I get to see his character a little bit. But the point is that I don't know what Zamazu might turn out to be, and I really would rather stick with what I already know. Um, and plus, it would be so interesting to see a Kai. These beings that usually are supposed to be good or just kind of the protectors of the universe, uh, you know, be destroying it in some secret cabal with an antagonist, another antagonist. Um, Now, the rationale behind thinking those two are the same character is partly due to Goku Black saying this body or something to that effect, and then uh, Zamazu not being in the same place as him or at the same time. Like, oh, they must be the same guy because of those two reasons alone. And they're valid reasons. They're good points and good ways to suggest they're the same person. But the flaw in that logic is that um, let's take an example. Up until last this past episode, Future Trunks and Pan were in the same place, but nobody would say they were the same person. All I'm getting at is these are those are two pre-established characters that we already know. To be fair, but all I'm getting at is just because we're not in the same place, we still don't know for sure if they are the same guy. And that's why kind of I think assuming it or going, oh, it's probably this. And a lot of people seem to not want it, which I side with, but they still think it. Um, and it's something that it could go either way. I'd still watch anyway, but it just you know such a good villain, such a good antagonist, and really kind of caught up in his own way. Where I'd love for some double team type battle, like Zamasu versus Goku has to get his win in Goku, and then Goku Black versus Vegeta. I would love for that. That's why I would love for them to be separate characters. And I'm usually the type of person who, kind of is annoyed with a whole bunch of characters being introduced. I was kind of annoyed with the Universe arc, because, not because some of those characters weren't cool, but because I knew they wouldn't show up again or be used again, either in any prominent capacity aside from the tournament, or, with just some actual reasoning for their usage. Case in point, Frost was a good character. Do you think we'll see him again anytime soon? I doubt it. Hit was a character a lot of people have been liking. Do you think we'll see him again? I doubt it. Well, we probably will, but it won't be in a capacity to where it's like, oh, well, Hit's gonna go back to Universe 7 with us, the universe of the main characters, and now we'll all be able to just hang out and do whatever we want and you know have our fun. And really, that's kind of my problem with the arc right now, with just the show in general at this point. There are so many characters, and rather than focus on the ones they already have, I feel they just kind of introduce somebody and give them their own little thing, and then discard them and never use them again. I'd love for a little keep three guys prominent and rotate everybody else around, but it is what it is. And I don't want to get too off topic. So last comment about the whole Zamasu and Goku Black thing. The other reason I don't want them to be the same guy is that it wouldn't. I can't see realistically a Kai, even if they have those tendencies of being homicidal, going out and destroying people and talking about, the mistake of them being around. It just feels so out of character for I don't know. Guys of Universe 6, what was it, 10? Yeah. Universe 10 might be entirely different, but even then I still would rather they have actual just deities that, tend to not get involved, even if they think something is messed up or corrupt or, you know, just as long as it's not threatening to the whole universe, which is what Goku Black is seeming to be, ironically. I would think they wouldn't get involved, and I don't. That's why I don't see them as the same person, or might even even be. I think we'll just get red haired into thinking, oh, this guy might be the same as this guy, and we find out they aren't, and maybe that Goku Black was bluffing, and that actually is his body. I don't know. They're going to do something, and maybe I'm overthinking it because you have to remember with Naruto. Case in point, they had Obito and then Toby. Um, and people were saying, "Oh, that's too obvious. They can't be the same guy," and they turned out to be the same guy. People, they were even thinking because how obvious it was, it'd be some kind of mistake. It wasn't. So I'm just saying, we learned our lesson, and we're going to learn it again. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.